I'm going to show you 5 mistakes that most guys make when texting girls. Now, I've also made these mistakes, so there's a good chance that you may be making them too. This is Jen with SeductionUnleashed.com, help you unleash your best with women and beyond. And if it's your first time to this channel and you're interested in dating, relationships, self-improvement, and motivational content, start now by hitting that subscribe and bell notification so you can join that Unleashed notification gang, bro, so you don't miss anything. Number 1, not having a goal in mind. So what's the goal in mind, you ask? The goal in mind is to get her on a fucking date. Now, to be frank, texting it's very limited. Let's be honest. Now, when you're texting, you can't look the bitch in the eye. You can't really joke. I mean, you can joke, but you can end up joking too far, or maybe the energy isn't the same. If you're a fucking sarcastic guy like me, you can end up putting your foot in your mouth easily. In addition to that, you can't physically escalate. You're very limited. It's words on a fucking screen. So if you're spending your time trying to sweep a girl off her feet, or you're spending too much time texting a girl and you're not getting to the point, and you're not having a goal in mind, which is, at the end of the day, what's the goal in mind? To get her on a date, to get her for coffee, to meet up with her. You want to have that goal in mind, because ultimately, if you just end up texting her all day, you're gonna be text buddies until you're fucking dead. Listen, do you need another friend? I don't need no more friends, bitch. I got enough friends. So don't be a fucking texting buddy with her till the rest of your life, till you're in your fucking casket, because it's not worth it. Mistake number 2, texting boring shit. Now, I gotta be honest, let's be fair. A lot of girls are just as fucking boring, and they're just as fucking lame over text. But the reality is, you don't have a vagina. Ultimately, I understand that shit is difficult. How do you even talk to someone like that? Which brings me back to point number 1, which is why you need to focus on the logistics and making something happen. However, this isn't the case with every girl. I've talked to girls online who were cool online, or I've talked to girls on text who were cool texting. And one thing that really isn't gonna help your case is texting boring shit. Saying shit like, "What you doing?" or WID. If your conversation sounds something like this, WID, nothing much. What about you? Nothing much. Chilling, listening to music. What you doing? Nothing much. If your conversation sounds anything like this, her pussy's drier than the Sahara Desert, man. It's not gonna happen. It's not. Now, I'm not saying you need to be some big entertaining clown, because if you type a bunch of shit, even if it's the most awesome shit ever, if you're typing a bunch of shit and she's typing a little bit, it's still gonna look bad. Focus on the things that are interesting, her passion, her interests, interesting things you guys have done lately. Don't just say, "What are you doing?" If you say, "What are you doing?" it better be because you're trying to get her for coffee right fucking then and there. Number 3, over texting. The thing about girls is when you're texting them, you kind of have to mirror their energy. For example, if she types 1 or 2 words and then you type a whole fucking paragraph, or you type 1 sentence and then you type another 2 sentences back to back to where it looks like 3 fucking text bubbles, those type of things, you can't be doing those things unless you already have the girl hooked. If you're just trying to meet the girl and you're just first trying to attract her and you're texting her way too much and you're not, if she types 1 thing back, you have to be willing to type 1 thing back. Or you have to be willing, if she doesn't reply back for 2 days and then reply, don't just reply right away. You kind of have to mirror their energy, because the moment you're too invested and you haven't smashed yet, it's gonna be a bad time and it's gonna lead nowhere. Number 4, don't take things personally. If a girl, say she doesn't reply to you for a week and she hits you up, don't just act stupid. Act like it doesn't even fucking matter to you, because your life is so fucking awesome. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she doesn't text you for a week. It doesn't matter if she doesn't text you for a month. It doesn't matter if she doesn't text you for a year. You know why? Because your life is so fucking awesome, you don't even give a shit. She could go and just disappear off the face of earth and you probably won't even notice. This is the mindset you need to have when you're texting a girl. When she's a very pretty girl and you're just a regular guy, this is the kind of mindset you need to have. You need to have this abundance kind of mentality, even if you don't have abundance. Because bitches, they sniff out desperate neediness like bloodhounds. They're like fucking, I don't even know. They're like those cocaine sniffing dogs at the airport. The moment you look like you don't got no bitches, they're gonna just disappear. They're just gonna slowly fade away like Casper the fucking ghost. Now, this being said, maybe you say something and she doesn't reply. Does that mean you should never ever try again? Now, I'm not saying that. You don't necessarily have to disappear off the face of the fucking earth just because a chick didn't reply back if you still want to smash. But if you do, wait a week. Wait a week. Maybe you say something, she doesn't reply, and maybe it was just a bad time, or she was just mixed up in life, or whatever the fucking case is. But just wait a week, or wait a month, or just wait a good amount of time, and then hit her up again and act like you didn't even fucking notice. Like you just totally forgot that you even said something and she didn't reply. Like it means literally fucking zero, because you were just talking shit. You were just casually talking, and to you, you don't take it personally. The moment, you start acting like a fucking girlfriend, you know how girls would be like, oh my God, you saw me unseen, you left me unseen. Fuck, doesn't even matter. You don't even register that shit, period. Number 5, not ever trying to get on the phone. Look, dude, if you're actually talking to a girl over text and you're actually having a good conversation and it's going well, which can easily happen. A lot of girls are pretty much retarded over text and replying like one word, and it'll be very hard for her to speak any other way. Other girls, that's not the case. Other girls, you could easily hit it off and you could be talking about a whole bunch of awesome shit back and forth. So if that's happening, bro, get her on the phone. Don't be scared, dude. Get her on the fucking phone. At the end of the day, if it's going that well over text, you might as well get her on the phone, because getting her on the phone, say if you met her online, getting her on the phone will solidify it that much more about meeting her in person. Me personally, when I met girls online, I never met them in real life unless I spoke to them on the phone first. Bonus tip, if you do get her on the phone and you're just thinking to yourself, fuck, what do I say when I first hear her? If you do get on the phone, here's a quick tip. When you hear her voice, just say you didn't think she would sound like what she sounds like. This is an easy way to just quickly start talking without being all formal. It kind of sets things up to be a playful mood, and it sets it up for her to kind of seek your validation. Like, oh, what do you mean? Like, I didn't sound like what you thought I would sound like. Then, you could just keep going like, oh, I don't know, I just pictured you sounding more, whatever the case is. You just keep fucking going. And you just talk to her, dude. Don't be scared, man. You got this, bro. So if you enjoyed that kick-ass video and you want to see more on dating, relationships, self-improvement, and motivational content, start now by hitting that subscribe and bell notification so you can join that notification Unleash gang, bro, so you don't miss anything. So with that being said, gentlemen, unleash your best, and remember, until next time, confidence is bred by competence. Peace.